Hello, I'm Scott Cruickshank from the Calgary Herald, and this is Kristen Odland, and we're bearing down on the final home stretch of training camp. And we've written quite a bit and talked quite a bit about the seventh defenseman, the sixth defenseman, stuff like that. And it reminded me of one year we wrote thousands and thousands of words about the Flames' 13th forward, and on the cut-down day it ended up being Warren Peters, and he was cut the next day, and they signed Mark Smith. So we do kind of get wrapped up in the smaller spots on the roster, but so maybe it's time to talk about the veterans, who's looked good, who's looked mediocre through the first couple weeks of camp.
Yuri Hudler opens the scoring last night against the Colorado Avalanche about 25 seconds in, and you see that first line already starting to click in, and they're getting into the regular season mode. Johnny Gaudreau and John Monahan are poised for another good year. We're also seeing some good signs from the back end. Mark Giordano is back healthy after missing most of the last half of the season with a biceps tear, so we're really excited to see him and the way that he is kind of bounced back from this injury, but also the veterans in Dennis Wideman and Chris Russell. That's another pairing that's been really good in the preseason. And then up front, we're seeing lots of good things from Michael Backlund, a nice healthy Michael Backlund at center, and Sam Bennett is poised for his first full year in the NHL. So although we are kind of wrapped up in the day-to-day positional battles with the 6th, 7th defense spot and a few dark horses up front, we do need to talk about the veterans.
Right, and a guy like Michael Ferland, for instance, he had such a good playoff. People were wondering if he'd kind of progressed from there, and it appears he's looking exactly like he did in the playoffs. And the other night in Vancouver, Matt Stajan, I've rarely seen him play better. He has such a good playoff as well. So the veterans seem to be doing what they need to do as well here.
And then, of course, we'll be monitoring the goaltenders in the next couple of weeks, what's going to happen there. There's 3 goalies competing for 2 spots. We have Yoni Ortio, Jonas Hiller, and Kari Ramo all on one-way contracts. So it's going to be an interesting battle once camp kind of comes to a close.
Yeah, and we're about 1 week from knowing.